Hey, USANA United USA, this is Diamond Director Brian Douglas, and we are still touring the U.S. We've been going for about the last 10 and a half months. We've hit 46 states so far as a family in the RV, just driving around, and I'm actually doing Finish Strong Friday today, and we are actually in Yellowstone National Park area, West Yellowstone. We're just in the Idaho-Montana border, and doing a little fishing here with my good buddy Dr. Brian Dixon. I'll have him say hi in a second.
Hey everybody.
And
check this
Luciano
out real
as well.
quick.
Beautiful place. So this is for Finish Strong Friday for Friday, September 14th. Actually shooting this not live, doing it a couple days early since I had Dr. Dixon here and we were out on the boat talking, and I thought this was a great lesson for Finish Strong Friday. So we're gonna shoot it now and play it on Friday. But there's so many great lessons, whether you are a fisherman or fisherwoman, whether you've ever fished, you like to fish, that doesn't really matter, but just a great analogy when you're out here doing this. It's a lot like building our business. And so I wanted to kind of share with you some of those stories and what we've been kind of going through. Yesterday, we went to a lake that I have fished about 5 times. In fact, I went there with one-star diamond director Matt Ryan years ago, and we caught over 100 fish with us. It was Matt, myself, my brother, and Matt's dad, and it was Henry's Lake, and incredible fishery. And so we started doing a little research, looked at the proclamation, looked at the fishing report. It said fishing was a little slow, and I thought, you know what, I know how to fish that lake. Got my ego in the way, and I said, I know what's going to work. I know the lures that work there. I know the place to go. We're going to go there. So we bought the Idaho license and went through all the everything we needed to do to go launch the boat yesterday morning. Got up super early, got out there on the water. It was cold. It was like 32 degrees. We're out there paying the price. We fished the whole morning and had 2 little bites. One little fish, one fish to the boat that got off. Kind of a bust day. And little Luciano here, he really wanted to go out fishing. He was excited about that. So I felt really bad. And so we decided we're going to do something different. Even though we had this Idaho license for 3 days and we thought we knew everything, we started asking around, ran into a guy, an expert, and he said, go try this lake, I think it's called Higdon, that's in Montana. So we had to get a whole new set of rules in Montana, had to get a different license and everything else, and we didn't give up yesterday. Even though we had an off day, we didn't give up. We tried real hard. We did all the things that we knew to do, talked to an expert, went to a different place, kept trying lures. We got hundreds of dollars of lures and things here, and equipment, and fish finder, and all this tools that we needed. And so that's another tip, is talk to an expert, and then make sure you have all the right tools. Make sure you have spare tools. Something could happen to a fishing pole, we need an extra one. We might lose a lure that is really working really good, and we want to have a supply of extra one of those as well. So it's about having the right tools, having different tools to talk to different people. If you're talking to a millennial, you might it's a different little message or a different need than maybe if you're talking to a baby boomer who's worried about retirement. And so there's, having the right tool for the person is really super important. But you just keep trying. And so far today, we've got 1 fish away from limiting out. We've had a great day of fishing. Luciano is the big fisherman today. He's caught the most fish, the biggest fish. Had an amazing day. And that's been super cool because he really wanted to do this. So the big tip I would say is you can't catch a fish if you don't have a line in the water. The more lines you have in the water, the better you're going to do. But you have to have a line in the water. So if you're going to go out and build this business, you've got to talk to people. You've got to be out having multiple people that you're talking to about the business as well. If you don't, you have no chance of being successful in this business. So have the tools, work with an expert, get expert advice. Make sure that you have a line or lines in the water, that you're out there doing the work, pay the price, get up early. We wanted to sleep in, but you know what? The best fishing was in the morning. We've had a great morning. It was worth it. We saw a beautiful sunrise, amazing, beautiful place. Wildlife, bald eagles over here flying, fighting for fish this morning. It's been an incredible day. And I know Dr. Dixon has a good tip on patience and teaching somebody new how to fish. So I'm going to turn the camera around real quick and let you hear from him. Out here with good buddy, Dr. Brian Dixon, world famous in USANA, and his boy Luciano. So tell us a little bit about what you guys have been going through this morning.
The king fisherman today.
That's right.
2 words come to mind, and one you did mention was teamwork. I think about, it took us weeks to almost coordinate this. You kind of last minute invited me up here, and you and I have shared some amazing times fishing, so we wanted to do it again. we had to coordinate how I was going to get the boat up. So obviously with your Dougie road trip swinging through Salt Lake City for convention, you knew where all your stuff was. You were able to dig your boat out. We coordinated. I ended up pulling the boat up here to Yellowstone so that we could do this. So if it wasn't for that coordination, that teamwork, working together with good friends, we wouldn't be able to enjoy this beautiful setting. But then also, like you said, is patience. And I mean, I'm 42 years old. I've been fishing most of my life, and you take for granted, and there's actually a word for it. It's called the curse of knowledge. You take for granted that you're an expert at something even though you may not realize it. So I've been fishing forever. My boy loves to fish, but he doesn't have nearly the experience. And man, he's super gung-ho, super enthusiastic. But you know who doesn't sit still really well? 8-year-old boys. So he's constantly wanting to reel in, he wants to cast himself, but having that patience to try to teach him, to give him that expertise. And luckily he's coachable, trainable, and he's going to be just as good of a fisherman as Brian Douglas here in no time. So there's really so many takeaways from all of this, and you know, at the end of the day, it's work hard, play hard. I mean, I work really hard. No one gave me anything for free. I worked hard to get my PhD and my wonderful job back at corporate headquarters for USANA. Brian Douglas has worked really hard to build his business, and it's given us these amazing opportunities. So keep all that in mind. Keep the lines in the water. Make sure you're ready for when the opportunity arises. Have that teamwork. Work together as a team, and then just patience.
Awesome. Great words of wisdom from Dr. Dixon. Thanks for hanging out with us on Finish Strong Friday. Everybody go out, make another call, get another line in the water, talk to somebody new, go out and share the USANA vision and help somebody out. Have a great day.